House. Today I'm working on the Tune In Cards with Robin projects, and one of the cards is an interactive card with your super message inside. So I wanted to show you quickly, I hope, how to recreate this card simply as possible. So the first thing you need to do is get yourself a 4¼ by 5½ piece of cardstock, a 4 by 5¼ piece of decorated paper, and then you want to cut out the TV image. You kind of use the stamped image of the TV to see, so you can get it kind of centered on both sides, which means it's going to be a little off center when you don't have the TV there. And then when you're done with that, you're going to get another piece of paper and run them all through the die cut machine to put the die cut thing all in the same spot. It is best if you do that before you do all the gluing because I don't know, it seemed to not like it being quite so fluffy. But let me talk about this piece of paper. So first of all, this is building the pocket in which your message will be held. So it's just a 4¼ by 5½ with an extra ½ inch on each of the sides, not the top. And then I have a little trick here that says, fold these over and glue just this piece first. So this builds your pocket. And then you'll glue this whole side, glue this whole side, and glue this whole side in order to attach your pocket. So let's do that. So first of all, we're going to want to take our scissors, and I don't want a lot of excess paper here. So I like to cut this corner section out. And that way I can fold this up, and fold this up. Now, what I said before is we want to fold these up and get some glue on these tabs. And the reason that I want to put the glue on the bottom is that when I fold this up and make this pocket, the slidey section, it won't hit this because this layer is there the closest. So this is making a more conducive pocket to sliding your project in. And then now we're going to go ahead and glue our paper to the front. And then when you set it down, you're just going to want to make sure that the lines, the TV lines match up as much as possible, and the cutout up here lines up as much as possible. So just do the best you can to get it all lined up. And now we can build the actual pocket part. So we've got our pocket built, but now we want to attach it to the front. And I like to put a little extra up here, not extra, but make sure that it's covered all the way, because that's the interactive part that's going to get touched the most, and then the corners as well. And then we just, I should do it this way because I'm right-handed. So I want to make sure that my card base is nice and even at the bottom. And then as I set it down, make sure it's even at the top. And remember, you've only got glue on the sides, so push that down on the sides. And now we've got a lovely pocket to hold our message. And you can decorate with your TV and your antennas and your cute little news flash after it's over. So what I did is, when I did this, I wanted to have the message not pull like the other one, but just get revealed. So how I did that was I created stilts, if you will. So the stilts go in here, and then the main message is on here, and then I pull it up, and the new message that's actually on the inside of the pocket gets revealed. And so that is how we do that. And so I'm going to show you how to do this, and that in the end of the video, I will show you how to create those legs if you wish. So we've got our black ink to create our main message in the space create available. And then you will pull it up, and you can, with the Shy Shamrock ink pad, put the other message on the inside. And this has still got the, oh, it's fine. There we go. So you have your message, and then it reveals the message inside. So that is the card. If you want to stay tuned, I will show you with my trimmer how to build that message. So we take your trimmer and we take this piece. So I scored it. It looks like at this is 3.75 inches. So you got to fold it. And then when you, well, mine's a little shorter. It should be around a little less. It should be like 4. Is this one better? Yeah, this one's better. I don't know what happened with this one. Let's make sure this is still 3.5. Yes, 3 3/4. So you want to cut this piece to be, my numbers are all wonky here. 9 1/4 inches by 4, a little bit less than 4. I mean, a little bit less than 4 1/4. So it has some room to slide. And then you want to see how much room you have on either side. So it looks like 3/4 of an inch is a fine size for legs. So I'm going to go to my 3/4 of an inch mark, which you can't even see. So I'll go on this side, 3/4 of an inch. And I just need to go high enough that my my legs won't show, that the base of this won't show. This is not going well. This blade is not a good blade. So we're just going to pretend that I'm using my trimmer. Cut 3/4 of an inch. Then you cut across, and that gives you enough space to hold your message and reveal the message below. So that is exactly how this one works. It just, you need to use a trimmer that has a good blade on it. So thank you so much for watching. Happy crafting. That's the better one.